You know, if they renamed ICE agents to nice agents, I feel like they wouldn't get such a bad rap.
We're trying to get status. You got a Honduran here. We're trying to get
Dragging people out of cars, bro.
That's fine. Open the door. Break the window. 1, 2. I'm gonna break it. Open the door. Open it. Last warning.
Stupid. They're gonna get you out, bro. They're getting you out of that car, brother. There's like 15 of these dudes in straight riot gear. You're cooked. I just don't get why these people think that they can be like, well, I don't even know what's going on, you know? I don't even know what happened. They're just doing it unlawfully. Like, bro, here's the easiest way to stay out of trouble. If the cops tell you to do something, just do it. Hey, step out of the vehicle. You got it. Hey, put your hands on the car. You got it. Hey, let me see what you got in your pockets. Okay, cool. Hey, do you have anything on you? No. Answer the questions, comply. And that's what's crazy is the only time I've been in trouble with the law is when I haven't complied. But when I complied, I never got in trouble. Isn't that crazy, chat? They are ripping this dude out of this car. What did he expect was going to happen?
Back up.
All the liberal leftists are like, yeah, can we get some more whistles out here, please? Got to blow more whistles. Really get their attention out here at the what is this? The grab and go, the come and go. I'll give you a good old come and go. Yeah, look at these journalists out here doing some real journalism, blowing whistles outside of the Speedway. I think this is in Minnesota or Minneapolis. Got a Texas plate making us look bad. Got Texas plate making us look bad, brother. Dadgummit. Blow the whistle. Ripping this dude straight out. Oh, what did you... Oh, right where the oil is, too. Oh, brother. That's where, like, people spit on the ground, put out cigarette butts. Oil is. You got your face all in that. Because you wanted to be Mr. Hardo Eduardo and try to fight against the system. Stupid, dude. Has he got a paintball gun? I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty dope. Shooting people with paintballs. That'd be pretty fun.
Okay. Stay back. Back up. Back up.
Hey, back up, you back up. The first thing I'm gonna do is back up. Mace. They're going hard on these people, bro. Speed this up. It's just a smidge here, chat. The whistling. It's the whistling for me. Do they think they're really doing something? Get the whistles out, guys. Let's pass out these whistles. We're really gonna distract them, guys. This is this whistle's an F sharp. It's in a really high frequency. It's in a really high register, you know. And it really throws them off their guard. They can't focus, you know.
You going inside?
Got this guy. I'd be in line like, hey, can we move his car? I'm trying to get a little bit of unleaded. They got premium gas here still. Another one. Oh my God. He's like, I'm journalism, press. Bruh. These ICE agents are going to town on these people. Dude, is it bad that I don't feel bad? You could have stayed at home. You could be playing Baldur's Gate. You could be playing Skyrim, getting your rim licked. You could be doing a slew of different other things, but yet you wanted to come out here to the Speedway and act a straight idiot. Get drug away like a dadgum hog. Bro, that's generational aura debt right there. It's generational debt right there. It's bad. Here's another one. ICE agent drags people out of their cars. So they don't care anymore. What is up with the whistles, dude? Is this the defense tactic of the left right now? Whistles. Hit him with that frequency. Like loud noises. They're like, go. You better move it. Drive. Uh-oh. It's not looking good, brother. When ICE is in your whip, it's not good. When they're surrounding you like that, it's not good. I think there's more people covering this story than there are people, like, in the crowd. Or even the ICE agents. No, help me, God, help me. I got a trash bag jacket on. My God, help me. Rebecca, you're cooked. I'm like, call my lawyer. Lawyer's not going to do nothing. I will say, hey, man, I don't know what this woman was doing, but shout out to the ICE agents, bro. Saving our dadgum country, man. Because without these guys, legal immigrants are running rampant. Lawless society, it's bad, bro. Gotta put some pressure on these illegal immigrants, man. People can call me a bigot, they can call me whatever they want. You're a xenophobic, misogynist, whatever. But I'm all about America. He got in the whip like it's GTA. He's like, let me go ahead and get that. He hopped in her whip. They got her hogged. They got her hogged up. Dadgummit. It's the hog carry for me. Like they're carrying her like a slaughtered pig, you know? These dudes all have like Call of Duty skins on. This dude hopped up out the crib. One of these guys is like in blue jeans. Like, look at that guy. He's like, yeah, I just got off a 9 to 5 at the plant there. Came to do some ICE activities. Yeah, but now get these people out, bro. Get these people out. We got to put pressure on them, man. We have to. They're arresting people left and right. Oh my goodness, gravy. Oh my goodness, gravy. We're doing a lot of news today, chat. Doing a lot of news today. So there's some ICE arrests. What were some other things I wanted to cover? Let me get off into this. There's a few things we're going to cover today. I don't do news a lot, chat. I don't really do the news a lot. But today, we're doing some news. And dude, it is hilarious. There's so much to cover because so many stupid things have been happening. I got one more video. Minneapolis residents confront ICE during dramatic arrests. We got here.
We're out right now. Look at this.
The Whistle Army, back at it again.
Full force.
Don't really understand the whole whistle thing. I'm gonna speed this up, chat. They're just ripping people out of cars at this point. I'm so confused. Like, are these illegal immigrants? Do we know who these people are? Like, this is straight up like the mob, ripping them out of vehicles, throwing them in a black Suburban, and just driving off. I'm so confused, man. I'm so confused. Yeah, man, you're a piece of crap, you. And what I love now is in society, everybody thinks they have power because they have a cell phone, when in reality, all it is a video. What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with it? People think now having a phone is a superpower when it comes to these protests. Like, brother, just because you can videotape it doesn't give you any more power than anybody else. Like, it's the first thing a lot of these Karens do is they whip out a phone and they want to record something. This dude's in a t-shirt. I'm like, bro, it's like 30 degrees in Minneapolis. What are you doing right now? All right, chat, we got to take a pause for a cause because the internet is a sketchy place and somebody's got to say it. Today's sponsor is Surfshark VPN. Say that 5 times fast. Look, every time you're on the internet without a VPN, your data is just out there. Public Wi-Fi, coffee shops, airports, hotels. It's basically a free buffet for hackers. Surfshark encrypts everything in the background so your data doesn't get snatched up. You can block ads and malware, you can surf securely, and you can even change your location. So when a site says, "This content isn't available in your area," Surfshark says, "Yeah, We'll see about that. One feature I actually love is Surfshark Alert. It monitors multiple emails, accounts, credit cards, and even IDs, and sends you instant notifications if your data shows up in a leak. Because you shouldn't find out that your data was stolen 6 months later after the bank calls you. And the cool thing is one account works on unlimited devices. Phone, laptop, tablet, everything. Because paying extra to protect your own stuff just makes no sense. And there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Go to surfshark.com/Nichs or use code Nichs at checkout to get 4 extra months free. Start protecting your data today. But bro, Minneapolis, multiple arrests. Protesters are going crazy in Minneapolis. My goodness, bro. I guess the blacked out Suburbans is what ICE is in. Okay, they're out there. Okay. Tear gassing folk. Oh, kick the car. That's not good. That's not good. That's on camera. Uh-oh. There's about 40 of them coming out. Let's see how this goes. Nope. That's not going well. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You will not be going to work on Monday. You will not be going to work on Monday. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, brother. Right? I don't know about you guys. I love the fact that they have paintballs. I think this is so cool. I think this is so cool. Because they're really easily accessible. Like, you can go to Academy and get one of those. Are they throwing fireworks? This is not going to end out good. Cue the Death March, you know? What is it? Or Star Wars? Is that what it is? Death March? Not that I'm wishing death on anyone. Absolutely not. These people have freedom to protest, but as soon as you get violent, you should be handled. Like that guy kicking the car, get handled. You want to go out there and hold a sign and scream your head off for 8 hours? Cool. Go for it. Love it. Freedom's speech. I'm all for it. Do I think people should be arrested for speech? No. But you got to remember, if you're going to talk out the side of your neck, you do run the risk of being fired from your job. So, you know... It's just how it is, man. You got to be careful. They are ripping people out of whips and everything. This is crazy. Let's see here. That dude got his window smashed. What an egg. What an igmo, dude. Just shut your mouth. It's really not that hard. So I saw this. This is from a Senator Hawley, and this video is insane.
Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question is.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
can men get pregnant?
There are many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So can men get pregnant? You're a doctor,
agree.
I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool. And
no, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert, and you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying.
Bro, this is a doctor, bro. You're trying to reduce the complexity. I have had a lot of patients who are biological men with nut sacks that really do believe that a womb can be fastened out of the scrotum of... Are we serious, bro? Is this where we've come? You did like probably 12 to 15 years of school and you can't answer this basic question, bro. Oh my God.
It's not complex. I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a
She should, in my opinion, in chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. If you can't answer biological questions like this, black and white, yes or no, can men get pregnant? No. Can women get pregnant? Yes. Do men have a womb? No. Like, can men be women? No. Like, if you can't answer these, I think you shouldn't even be able to get a medical license, bro. Because it corrodes people because you have a sense of hierarchy in the title that you have. Like, oh, I'm a doctor. You should believe me. I've had a lot of patients that identify as a carrot, but they're a man and they think that their nutsack can be fashioned into a womb. Like, bro, stop it.
medical professional and as a scientist, can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not going to answer my question, it sounds like to me.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor.
This is the problem with the society we live in right now, where these liberal leftists want to make everybody happy, but when you do that, you make no one happy. When everything's so egalitarian, it's also a woman thing. We've seen this on these survival shows, Bear Grylls. Well, I want everyone to, just be equal and just feel heard and feel like they're just, yeah. This is a massive problem we have in society right now, and it's the corrosion of who we are as people. And in my opinion, it's only going to lead to moral decay and just a horrible side effect of what's going to happen to society. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree.
Men get pregnant? Yes or no?
This is a doctor, bro.
I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized and push.
I'm not trying to be polarizing. I'm trying to ask. I think it is extraordinary that we are here in a hearing about science and about women. And for the record, it's women who get pregnant, not men.
It also,
We are here about the safety of women and science that shows that this abortion drug causes adverse health events in 11% of cases. That's 22 times greater than the FDA label, another fact you haven't acknowledged, and yet you won't even acknowledge the basic reality that biological men don't get pregnant. There's a difference between biological men and biological women. I don't know how we can take you seriously and your claims to be a person of science if you won't level with this on this basic issue. I thought we were past all of this, frankly. I can't believe.
Bro, me too. I was hoping we was done with it, bro. I'm so done with this. Men and women, and yeah. Like, bro, there's biology. Simple as that.
We're still here talking about this.
I am a person of science, and I'm also someone here who's here to represent the complex experiences of my patients, and I don't think polarized language or questions serve that goal. I don't think they serve the American people.
It is not polarizing to say that there is a scientific difference between men and women, and I want this to be clear and for the record. It is not polarizing to say that women are a biological reality and should be treated and protected as such. That is not polarizing, that is truth. It is also, by the way, the United States Constitution, which offers unique protections to women in a variety of circumstances as women. And your refusal to recognize women as women and men as men is deeply corrosive to...
I completely agree. Well, dude, the problem is now we're getting to a point where anybody can be a woman. And so eventually it's going to get to the point where if any man can be a woman, then all the rights that women have, now men have. And now women aren't protected in society. And see, that's the problem I have. Having a daughter, having a wife, being from a single mom. I think women should be protected in society. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I don't think they really want equality as bad as they think they do. A lot of these feminists, these liberal women, they say they want equality until that draft happens. Wait, what do you mean I have to go and fight on the front lines against Russia? Oh my God. They're going to be they're going to be crapping their pants. There's no way that you're going to go up to a feminist and be like, all right, gear up, Rebecca. Put that green hair in a ponytail. Get ready. Get ready. We're shipping you out to the front lines. Hope you can carry an AR-15 and a 60-pound, bulletproof vest and a bunch of gear and pick up other men and save them when you weigh 120 pounds and you've been smoking Marlboro Reds and eating keto-friendly bread. Like these women, a lot of these liberal people look like they've never seen the sun. The only time they see the sun is when they're going to these protests. And they're like, oh, God, I got a sunburn. Because they stay inside. They're keyboard warriors. They stay on their phones. They stay on the internet all the time. This is the problem, bro. Yeah, this is not a doctor. This is an activist. And this is the biggest problem, is that so many of these people now are activists. And they're doctors. They're activists disguised as doctors. This is the whole problem. And the more we let this happen, the worse it's going to get.
If you don't have freedom of speech, you don't have democracy. Okay, because if you don't have freedom of speech, people cannot make an informed vote. If they're just being fed propaganda, and there's no freedom of speech, democracy is an illusion. So freedom of speech is the bedrock of democracy.
I completely agree. Shout out to Elon. And I hadn't given this stuff a ton of thought before. I'd say maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but now that I'm a dad, it's like, bro, this stuff is at the forefront of my mind constantly. Like the fact that we let people say things like this and nothing, like she's gonna keep her doctor's license. This is crazy.
I'm getting tired of watching people just filming our comrades being fucking pummeled by Gestapo. Are we not, when we are organizing, are we not taking the time on teaching our fucking protesters on how to reclaim their comrades when they are snatched by law enforcement?
Let me guess, you're gonna get out there, Rebecca, on the front lines and teach them how in your little grandma cardigan? Why don't you get out there? Why are you on TikTok?
Is no one teaching you the scoop and run? Is no one teaching you that? We have to stop moving from a place of fear. No more filming. It's time to get your fucking elbows dirty, okay?
Well, get out there, get your elbows dirty. Yours look pretty clean. I'll be honest.
Okay, when your friend's on the goddamn ground, stop filming it. Maybe.
No. That's what they want to do. They want to film it and post it on social media for clicks. That's what. Everybody's trying to go viral nowadays, bro.
10 seconds of that. That's what you need, and then you need to get your ass in there and get the fuck on top of them. I'm tired of this shit.
How about new?
Y'all act like we don't have the fucking means to do this.
You don't. You're weak. It looks like you haven't seen the sun in a month.
I've reclaimed plenty of protesters in my fucking day.
You're a liar!
And I have gone
I'll take things that never happened for 10,000.
on hand to hand with these cocksuckers in this fucking military gear. Fuck them.
It never happened, baby girl. It never did. It never did. Oh my God. It never happened, bro. It never happened. That never happened. You never reclaimed anything. You never did anything. You've been at the crib the whole time. You've been at the crib the whole time. So, because this is the whole thing for me. We live in a world now where this is normal. This is what normal looks like. This is what normal looks like now, chat. What in the actual HE double hockey sticks is this? This dude looks like one of those merchants you see on Kingdom Hearts. Do you want to buy some extra jewelry or buy a new, you know what I mean? He looks like he's trying to sell you a sword that you don't need. Like, what is this? What in the fart is this? This dude looks like a complete idiot. He looks like an Assassin's Creed merchant that you find mid-game that's like a super weird gypsy that sells you an overpriced sword that is supposed to have powers, but it actually doesn't, Like, I will never understand that. What is going on? Like, I stay cooped up quite a bit, chat. I'll be honest. I stay cooped up. I'm not really out and about in these streets a lot. But the fact that we're seeing these conversations happen and that people are agreeing with this delusion is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. Leftist mom claims she's willing to be shot in the face to obstruct an ICE investigation. Okay.
ICE is coming to Boston. I gotta get my kids ready for school. Like, am I going to impede on an ICE investigation? I mean, that would totally depend. Are they going to kidnap innocent children out of my schools again?
Haven't seen that.
Because I am ready to get shot in the face. Are you all going to watch it and just be totally fine when it happens, if it happens? Because
I'll take no, you're not ready for that for 1,000.
I was helping children.
You're literally at home laying on your comfy plush bed talking about, I'm ready to be shot in the face. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Oh my God. ICE detains. Okay, I gotta play this. Play it 1.25 just in case. ICE detains a 2-time child graper illegally in the country. 55-year-old liberal white women. It's so true. Why are they always so mad at everything? Like, why are they always so mad at everything? American mother says her daughter is one of only 4 children in her entire math class that speaks English. She doesn't get to learn math because there's 20 plus other kids who don't know English and the teacher has to accommodate them. What?
I'm about to ask what I'm not supposed to ask. Why is one of my children in a class where she's one of 4 kids that speaks English in math, and she doesn't get to learn math because there's 20 plus other kids who don't know English and the teacher has to accommodate them? And I'm not blaming the teacher. I actually feel really bad for the teachers. Why? Why am I paying property taxes? Why am I paying income tax? Why am I paying taxes for anything for my children?
That's insane. 1 kid out of that many knows how to speak English? That's wild. That's really, really disturbing. The fact that we have this many kids, that's wild to me. ICE, I love my job. I can't believe I get paid for this. I'll do this for free.
I don't care what they told you. If you guys get in my way, I will arrest you.
Sir, we're just observing. Please calm down.
You can observe all you want.
I am observing.
Just
Do you
stay
see
back.
me in the way? I am bad.
You had anger issues as a kid, didn't you? Were your parents present? You should be ashamed of yourself, man.
He is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's defending our country. Yeah. Keeping illegal immigrants out. What a bad guy.
I love my job. Thank you.
You love your job?
I can't believe I get paid for this.
Really?
I do this for free.
Really, I get $200K. I'm a physician assistant.
How long did you go to school for that?
Over 7 years.
I went to high school. And I make $200K.
People regard me as someone valuable.
Like I said, dude, they need to start calling them nice agents. People might treat them a little bit better. People might treat them a little bit better if they call them nice agents, man. But, you know, I don't know if they ever will. I don't know if they ever will call them nice agents, bro. So, I don't know. It's just sad that we're seeing the moral decline in society. You know, I really have hope sometimes for us and people, but it just seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. And I don't know. Here's a video of this chick that's like doing the Somalia daycare stuff.
Congresswoman Omar, yesterday you told me to please read when I asked you about the $9 billion fraud that you denied is happening, but I have it right here. I read. Look, Chairman Comer opens hearing on massive fraud scandal, $9 billion.
That's what Comer believes because he's as smart as you are.
It's not just Comer. It's Scott Besson. It's federal prosecutors. It's House Oversight. And
no
it's Minnesota State
way
reps.
You could have that, ma'am. I think you need to get examined because your brain has been fried in some way, and it's not okay. I really hope you get some help. You and the Republicans here. Take care, okay, ma'am?
I'm sorry, I couldn't go to the learning centers that you're running over in Minnesota, but I think you should perhaps read what's actually
one of those learning centers.
Yeah, I was over at the Leering Center and I was trying to figure out what's going on over there. But I actually couldn't, figure out. Oh man, it's truly sad. It's truly sad. This is it though. This is society. The moral decay, the rot of today. Oh my gosh, just so many people. What is this? So many people nowadays have it so much easier than we used to have it, but they think that life is even harder. I think that's probably one of the biggest problems, is that People like to think life is way harder now than it was back in the day. Let me ask you this, chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Our grandparents had it much harder than we did. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The older generations had it much harder. Now the boomers, I think they probably, it was the golden age of America. You could buy a house for $14 and a pack of gum. You could be like, hey, here's some chapstick and $13.50. And they'll be like, here's a house. Have fun with it. You could be a mailman and have 3 or 4 kids and a house and a car and go on 2 vacations a year. Life was good during the boomer generation. My mom worked at the Paris News, local Paris News, and she was able to afford her own apartment. She could live by herself. She could have fun. She could go out. She had nice things. She had furniture, TV. She was able to do all that. She bought a VCR, and those were like $800 back then. Like my mom was able to do things that a lot of people now, if you worked for the Paris News or you worked for the local news station or you worked a local retail job, you have to have roommates. No longer do we live in the days where you can work like a minimum wage job and have your own place. Now, minimum wage, you have to have 4 roommates until you're 35. I went to LA probably about 5 or 6 years ago. I went to a furniture store just because I was walking around. I was like, never been to LA. This is cool. Let me just go in. Walk into a furniture store, and this chick looks, maybe she's like anywhere between 35 and 40. There's like 2 or 3 chicks working there between 35 and 40. And I was just striking up a casual conversation. I wasn't about to buy a $15,000 couch because, I was poor and I was living in Austin at the time. But I asked them, I'm like, so what's the living situation out here? Like, how much is rent? How much do you guys pay, if you don't mind me asking? And they're like, oh, my rent's only $800. I was like, wow, it's really cheap. How'd you get a place? And they're like, oh, I have 4 roommates in their mid-30s. I was like, we're doing that? You're 36, 37 years old living with 3 or 4 people, and they're cool with it because they're in LA. They can say, I live in LA. That's so cool. For me, dude, as soon as I could, I wanted to live alone. As soon as I could. Having roommates, bro, it was brutal. I did not like it, but a lot of people now are like it. They have to do that out of necessity, because if you don't choose to go get an education, or if you don't go choose to learn a personalized, like a high income skill, you're going to be living with people, and maybe it will be your significant other, but you're going to be living with roommates for the rest of your life. It's sad, dude. It's really sad. Ain't that right, Lokes? Oops. You want a jerk, buddy? You're a jerk, I know. You're a jerk, I know. Here, I'll bring it to you today. You dropped it, dude. He's tired today. We've been going through those newborn blues, chat. Not getting a lot of sleep, man. Not getting a lot of sleep. But let me know if you guys like me covering this stuff. I may do 1 episode a week of the news, just to kind of stay up on the current stuff to see what's going on, because I am kind of interested in this stuff. But let me know what you guys think. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out. Till next time. Peace.